Now I'm ready to start painting. So I am going to start with one color at a time. I'm going to go ahead and start with yellow on this. And I'm going to paint the yellow areas. I need to think about how I'm going to do this. How am I going to paint this violet yellow section? You can see that I've labeled each section and what it's going to look like. And whatever I do on this side, I'm going to do the opposite on this side. So if this up here is yellow, then this up here on this side is going to be violet and vice versa. So if this is yellow, that'll be violet. So let me think about that for a second here. I think that I am going to start with the main part being yellow on this side. Since I know that's going to be yellow and violet, I'm going to go ahead and erase the lettering here. I need a better eraser than what I'm using here to get rid of the lettering so the yellow paint will go over it a little bit better. There we go. I'm going to paint this part yellow. So the opposite side is going to be violet. Paint this part yellow. The more complicated your design is, the more you really have to think about how you're going to do these colors to make them interesting. So I'm going to do violet here and here and here. So that triangle would probably be best being painted yellow. Do that. You can see I'm taking my time. Now this could be done using something other than paint. You could use colored pencils or oil pastels. So I think this is going to be a violet, so I'm going to paint these little guys yellow. These little guys yellow. And then this part is going to be yellow down to the center. Okay. Now I'm going to do the opposite on this side. Okay, so since I did yellow here, I'm not going to do yellow here. I'm going to do violet here. So I'm going to do yellow right here, where the violet would be, or where the white is on the other side. And paint that in. This part is going to be yellow. So on the other side it's going to be violet. And then this part is going to be yellow. This one's going to be violet because that one's yellow. So these little guys here are going to be yellow. Now I could go and I could mix my violet, but I'm going to stick with one color at a time, and I'm going to go ahead and move on to my yellow orange and paint in where all my yellow oranges should be. Okay, so I'm at this point going to pull some of my yellow out over here. I don't need a ton. And then I'm going to barely dip in to the red, just a tiny bit, and mix that in here to get that yellow orange that I want. It's a nice yellow orange right there. So then I'm going to got yellow green on this side, but on this side it's going to be yellow orange. So I've got my yellow violet, yellow orange. So wherever I had my yellow here, yellow orange is going to go into the same spots as this one here, but it's just going to be the yellow orange. So I'm going to go ahead and paint this yellow orange now exactly the same as I painted the yellow right next to it.
Like that. Okay, so this part here is going to be yellow orange. Part here. Okay, and then I have yellow orange is going to be here. Same spots. Now you can see I'm taking my time and not rushing through and getting sloppy. I could use a smaller paintbrush if I needed to get into these details a little bit better. Okay, and then these little guys in here need to be yellow orange. And then I'm going to go straight across and I got my yellow orange here. So on this one I've got yellow orange down here. And in here. And in here. And in here. Here. And this part here, I'm going to go ahead and erase that. Right there. And that's going to be where this yellow orange is going to go.
You just keep going around the color wheel. So my next one's going to be orange, which is going to be over here. So my orange is going to go just like my yellow orange next to it as I go around. Okay, so I'm going to do all of my oranges first, and then I'm going to go to my greens, and I'll probably start with yellow green, and then do green, and then blue green, and then I'll go back and do their complementary colors on the inside. So I'm going to fast forward so you can see me doing it quickly in time lapse. Now I have finished half of it. You can see that these colors have butted up against each other. Now they're going to be doing the opposite. So after red, violet is violet, and you can see that I have yellow and violet here, so the violet's going to go on the inside of the yellow that I've done here, and then on the opposite side. So let me go ahead and paint that and show you what that'll look like at the end. Now that we're all done painting, we're ready to cut it out with some scissors very carefully, and then we'll mount it on some black paper and you'll be finished. We'll hopefully get to hang these out in the hallway. All right, good decision. You got two really good projects to choose from. Which one are you gonna do?